Welcome, friend. Welcome to Morrowind.
Welcome, friend. Welcome back to Morrowind. I hope wherever you are, the world is treating you as kindly as is possible. For the moment, let's try to put reality aside and spend some time somewhere where the biggest problems are just a horrifying demon god trying to corrupt all of reality itself by turning everyone into pus-covered immortal monster things for fun and profit, I assume. That's usually how it goes down. So, last time we were just there with Tamriel, the Blade's enchantment trainer, and before we leave Balmora and get back onto the proper track of things, I want to finish getting my enchantment up to 15 so that I have a full 5 points to take on my int, because that's the whole point of this after all. And that means I need to sell some of my ill-gotten gains. As you can tell by the stars in the sky, it's night. Well, they're not really stars, are they? As you can tell by the holes in the ceiling of the world, with the mana leaking through. It is nighttime. I forget, although really it's shocking that I do, whether or not my favourite fence in the town, that non-Thieves Guild fence. There's a Khajiit shop chappie who will buy most stuff. I forget whether it was open at night. I should remember. It's entirely possible. Morrowind isn't as time... That's a nice effect. What is that? Is that anything? Well, pretty. Fast Eddie's house. Fast Eddie's the name. Anyway, I want to see if he's open, and if not, I'm sure the Mages Guild and Fighters Guild will be open, and I can sell various bits and pieces to them. No, we don't really have a... Yeah, Revere. We don't really have a relationship yet, so Revere is not going to be super generous with us.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Revere knows why you are here. You want to buy Revere's famous Daedric weapons?
Actually, Revere's famous Daedric weapons are pretty awesome. That you have some weapons that will let you cast bound weapon using the weapon. So you buy this longsword and then you activate and it turns into a demon longsword, which is very nice. And I will do.
Welcome to Balmora. We're a House Lalu town and loyal citizens of the Empire.
Genelina?
What can I do for you?
Sod off. I'm talking to the nice Khajiit gentleman.
Revere knows why you are here. You want to buy Revere's famous Daedric weapons.
He literally just said that to us. I didn't have to repeat it. I chose to, because... got nothing. So different traders will buy different stuff. Revere will buy armor and weaponry. He doesn't have a vast amount of gold. And a lot of the stuff I have here is really quite pricey. I could play... will you buy potions? Okay, that's probably a better bet since you haven't got very much money. I don't need this. And I don't need this. And don't think I need that. Don't need that. Might want that. I tried to have a look at some of these things in advance so that I wouldn't just be sort of hanging around going, oh, what do I sell now? So hopefully it'll make it a bit easier. There's some restore fatigue stuff down here. Yeah, here we are. You can have this stuff. This is all potions that I made in my wild fit of potion making. Oh yeah, that's horrible rates, but it's fair enough. We'll get there. 585 will do, out of your 600. Let's bump it up to thingy just to exercise. Oh, come on. Fine. I see it's cost me 3 points of disposition, which I got 1 back from for the sale. Let's pop into the Mages Guild. That should be enough. Oh, it's almost dawn. How pretty. Pop into the Mages Guild and flog a couple more potions. I think you buy stuff, don't you?
Are you here for scrolls or some other enchantments? Perhaps soul gems? Whatever your enchanting needs, you've come to the right place.
Thank you, Galbadir. We'll be back to properly help you out later. In the meantime, we just want to dump some... You don't? Well, you probably buy scrolls, but I think I've sold all the scrolls I wanted to sell. Divine Invention, shield, blah, blah. Well, you can have that. Art-wise. Yeah, you can have that too. That's fine. That'll do. I mean, let's face it, I'm just going to use training to get my mercantile skill up anyway.
I don't have any duties for someone of your rank.
I will do. Don't worry. Speak with Ajira, that is. I'm looking forward to it, in fact. But I'm not really here. This is a pretend visit to Balmora. Now, as you can see, there is an underground, which isn't normally in Balmora, if you know Balmora. I know it's a large mod. I don't know anything much about it. I'm looking forward to exploring the weird, seamy underbelly of Balmora and finding out what's going on. You were here, weren't you? Somewhere. Alright. Summer, Kathleen, Nine Toes, back and front. Where is he? Balmora. We in the next alley. You up here? My beloved brain. You were a thing once. Oh right, there you are. Yeah, these sewers. They're another way to get into the Undercity.
Rumors flow from the House of Troubles.
Right? Fine. I mean, I like a good shortcut. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, definitely going to poke around with that. Quite excited for that, actually. Too far, I suppose. Wow. Tamriel. Need some more of your brain juice. Greetings, my friend. Hello again, Novice Syra. Is this about my trade, or are you here for a little advice, or Morrowind lore, or the latest rumors? I'm here for your trade, old chap. I would like enchant to 15, please. Now, unsurprisingly, quite a lot of people quite dislike the fact that if you're not careful with your min-maxing of your skills and stuff, your stats come up poorly. You don't really gimp yourself, because even if you do really badly at all of your decisions, you'll still end up ludicrously powerful in Morrowind.
This town is listen, Outlander.
I like it. I mean, yes, okay, I'm a bit autistic, and I have written commercial role-playing games professionally, and I like a bit of crunch with my cereal, so to speak. I'm also diabetic, don't really eat cereal much anymore. That'd be very bad for me. I like my feet. I don't want my feet to fall off. Happened to my father. Terrible thing. Don't advise it. So I quite like the fact that you can fiddle with your progression in such a proactive manner. It appeals to the nerd in me. I do understand that a lot of people don't like it, and there are mods that you can install that'll turn that off, where you'll level either more like Skyrim or more organically overall. There are lots of options. There are lots of alternate leveling systems for Morrowind. I like this one. Sooner or later I am going to want to bump up my acrobatics, because being bouncy is really useful. I might have at some point to take a fully trained acrobatics level just to get myself up decently. Do I have acrobatics? Yeah, it's a minor skill. So I am pushing myself forward in advancement with this. Is this the right way? This doesn't feel like the right way. This feels like I'm wandering into Foyada. But maybe I should be wandering into Foyada. Let's have a look at what it says on the sign. Pelagiad. Okay, fine. I always want to think that the Foyada, this volcanic cavern is called a Foyada, cavern, channel, is called a Foyada. I always want to think that it's between Pelagiad and Seyda-Neen, but I suppose it's actually between Pelagiad and Balmora, as given by the rather obvious fact that here we are. Where's my sword? Oh, my sword. Thank you. Sorry, little buddy. I had to do some real hand-related nonsense in the real world. Sorry, Scrib, I don't normally attack Scribs, but I like Scribs. Scribs are cute and friendly for the most part, but they do that paralyzation thing, and if they're blighted, they can be quite annoying. Not exactly dangerous at our armor level, but annoying. Yeah, I had to do some fairly intensive hand-related stuff today. I've been taking care of unpleasant household chores, and let's draw a nice veil over that as swiftly as possible. So the hand that I control the character with, this is the mouse. Ooh, swoopy. That hand's fine, comparatively. My moving around hand is a bit achier and clumsy than usual, so if I press more wrong keys than usual, I hope you will forgive me, for I have sinned. Put my sword away too. And my spell. Am I going the right way? It's always a worry. Oh yeah, there we are. I will talk to you, whoever you are, but I want to do... I mean, my god, properly doesn't mean anything. It's an open world role-playing game, but damn it, I want to go to the pub and say hello to people in the pub, and meet the people in the pub, and say hi to Anasi, and chat to the other vendors, and get properly set up in Pelagiad. so that it feels like I'm following the expected progression, at least. There's not much in the way of expected progression in the game. Really, once you get to Balmora, the game's kind of like, you know, there's lots of threads here, do what you want. But they do kind of expect you to go Satanin, Pelagiad, Balmora. So, like I said, a bit autistic. Feels rude not to. I'm going to have to check what mushrooms I'm going to need for Anasi as well, so that I can check whether I've got stock in my cabin. That'll mean a trip back to Satanin, probably. If nothing else, just to check what's in the cabin. So, we've been here before, but officially, welcome to Pelagiad. Let's chat to people. Hello?
Speak, traveler.
Hello, Dralus.
Where are my manners? I'm Dralus Gilu. How can I help?
Hello, Dralus. Tell me a bit about your background.
I've got charm and dash, blade and business sense. Take my hand, Redguard. You and Dralus Gilu are sure to become fast friends indeed.
Bold words for a man at 45 disposition. Okay, what do you do?
I'm a lovable rogue, a silver-tongued devil with a taste for the better things in life. But lovable as I am, some people get upset with me, and so I must fight. Purely in self-defense, you understand. I'm quick on my feet, and I can improvise when the situation demands it.
Undoubtedly you know Nels Lendo, then.
Probably drinking and whoring the halfway, if I know that loud. I'd love to get my hands on him one of these days.
Well, if he's at the halfway, then, you know, help yourself. That's where he is. Oh, are you a Thieves Guild member?
The Thieves Guild doesn't have public guild halls, but they do tend to gather at a single location, usually a corner club or trade house in larger towns. Look for guild operatives in Balmora, Aldrun, Sadrith Mora, and the foreign quarter of Vivek.
Yeah, they're all over the place. Do you have services?
No. The town does, though. Mebestian Ents the Breton. He's a trader, deals in a bit of everything. Ul Anil is a high elf and fair smith. Shadbak Grabarbog is the smith at Fort Pelagiad. The Imperial cult shrine is at Fort Pelagiad with a healing altar. And Ichfa the healer sells cure potions. Ladia Flarugrius and Anasi are trainers. You can usually find them at the halfway tavern.
You can transport me to Mournhold?
Travel to Mournhold from Vardenfell has been heavily restricted recently due to the concerns about the Blight, but I've heard that transport might still be available from Ebonheart.
I see, you're very correct. It is. Okay. You got a secret to tell?
Why is the temple so upset about this talk about the Nerevarine prophecy? Crazy old gentlemen wandering around the ashlands and staring at the sun, talking to themselves? Big deal. Lord Nerevar is coming back to save Morrowind. About time, I say. Where was he when the Empire walked in here and took over?
She was in a cell. But that's a different matter altogether. Goodbye for now. Certainly a character. I wonder if we'll be sent to talk to you for some reason at some point.
Let's hear it.
Itupa Malarian.
What's your question, stranger? Can I help you find your way around Pelagiad?
Who are you? Itupa? Itupa?
My name is Itupa Malarian. I'm a mercenary from Niverday in Cyrodiil.
Oh, fair enough. Good. Cool. Got any advice?
Don't underestimate the power of money.
That is a very, very Imperial piece of advice.
If you can bribe a merchant to adore you, you can get better prices. You may end up walking away with more money than you would have without making the bribes.
That's true. In base Morrowind, the bribery minigame is grotesque. Trying to raise disposition in any system way in the game is just a howling nightmare. It barely ever works. You normally end up much worse off than you started. I do have a mod to make it better. I have no idea if it works.
What is it, lass?
Kunthar. That's a magnificent moustache you've got there, Kunthar.
Pleased to meet you, stranger. You planning to be in Pelagiad long? Then you'll want to know where the services are. Sure. I'll bite. Tell me about the services. Mebestian Ents, the Breton, he's a trader, deals in a bit of everything. Ulanil's a high elf and fair smith. Shadback Grabarbug is the smith at Fort Pelagiad, blah, 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 blah. We know this already. We already had it from someone else. Slightly, maybe a little bit more flavor. Maybe not. Goodbye. Thank you for your time. Nods, no sense of humor. Hello.
Under sun and sky, outlander.
Hello, Nels.
We greet you warmly.
We spoke to you earlier, some time ago. Oh, hello. I was just thinking of you. Can I help you with something? Do you offer training? You do. Short blade for speed. Sneak and security. Thank you. That's good to know. How are you doing, Nels? That is I, Nels Lendo, at your service. Okay. Great. Still, that's useful. The more trainers you can get hold of easily available, the better. Yakum Harshashishi. That'll be an Ashlander then. Very gravelly. Ah, you understand me a bit, yes? Hello, Syra. Yakum greet you. Bless and be blessed. Speak Old Elf, yes, so Yakum learn. You know Ashlanders, yes, a little. Yakum is Ashlander. Tell me about the Ashlanders, Yakum. We are the people of the wastes. We hunt and herd gua. We live the law and honor the ancestors. No houses, just yurts. I was a herder, but now I wanted to become rich, like a great trader. I will live in a town, fight, find treasure, get rich, learn to trade. The soul sickness and blight storms are very bad now in the Ashlands, so I came to Pelagiad. Now I live in a big house and work for men who pay gold. Tell me about soul sickness, that sounds rough. There's bad magic in the dust from Red Mountain. The Sharmat Dagoth sends bad dreams in the dust. The people can't sleep, act crazy. When the blight storms come, soul sickness comes, both together. When I lived in the Ashlands, I got no sleep, had bad dreams, was all the time tired. Now that I'm here in Pelagiad, I sleep fine. Well, I'm very jealous, my friend. I haven't slept fine since I was in my 30s. And what about these blight storms? There is bad magic in the dust from Red Mountains. Yes. The grass dies, the Kwama and Gwa go mad, bite and fight. These are very hard times for the tribes, so the tribes go raiding. Here there is no blight. I live in the big house and get rich and soft like a fat trader. Cool. What rumors do you have? I hope someone is able to figure out what is going on, and soon. If you are interested. Oh, I missed a bit. We all suspect that there is something wrong with the well water. People are getting sick and the farmers' crops are wilting. But the guards say that they are too busy fighting off bandits to check on the well. There aren't many adventurers in Pelagiad. Yeah, you were just saying how you were going to fight and work for the man and get lots of gold. Still, I appreciate a good quest when I see one. I hope someone is able to figure out what's going on, and soon. If you are interested, talk to Ikfa to get a key to the well. She is in Fort Pelagiad. She's the smith, I remember you told me. The old well. Please be careful down there. We'd all hate to lose another person. Would you? What are you going to tell me about Nels Lendo? Why do you even know about Nels Lendo? Here, yes. Drinking, yes. I see. Just you know that he's loud. That's fair enough. Okay. Thank you, Yakum. I will take your quest and run with it. Let's just say hello to the people on the ground floor.
Better be important.
Hey, Samia. What? What's your background? I mean, you look like a mage, but... I have dedicated myself to mastery of the mystic arts through a regimen of fasting, meditation, and breathing exercises. And only eating meat, I'm imagining, given you're a Bosmer. Yeah. Tell me anything about Mages Guild? I just joined. The Mages Guild is a professional organization chartered by the Emperor to promote study of the arcane arts. Okay, fine. You don't have any stuff. You might be a fellow member, but maybe I'm not high enough level to be interesting, or whatever. That's a bard. Bards. Nelos Onmar. Nice tattoos there, Nelos. You appear to be bugged. Because... that was the same thing I had with the other character in the other place. Okay, maybe I can't talk to bardic people for some reason. Maybe because I've got the music.
When a Nassie sees smooth moves like this, a Nassie thinks a dancer. No? A high wall walker? If you aren't in the Thieves Guild, perhaps you should be.
Oh my. Anassi listens. Anassi hears. You don't appear to have any jobs for me, but I wouldn't expect you to just yet. Tell about your rank. Tell about my rank. Ask Sugarlips. As a toad of the Thieves Guild, you have access to most of our services and beds, as well as supply chests. Ask Sugarlips Habassi for jobs. Okay, I will do. We will do the Thieves Guild before the fighters, I suspect. Just to try and make sure we can do everything. Usually someone up here? Yes. Ladia. Ladia Flarugrius. New around here, huh? I'm Ladia Flarugrius. Flarugrius? Flarugrius. You looking for someone in particular? Some specific place? Or are you looking for some services? I'm looking to see what people offer. You have some training. Mercantile? That's handy. I will take you up on that in a different existence. Or another level or two. Barter. You have a bit of money? You got some books. Guide to Vardenfell. Guide to Torvani Construction. I imagine I have to buy that. Okay. Good to know you're here. Thank you very much.
Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so get on with it.
Please, have a look around.
Alright, Relasa. Food and beds, or both at the same time. Your choice. I'm okay for food and beds at the moment. People been talking about the Nerevarine. What can you tell me about the Nerevarine? The Ashlanders have a prophecy that one day a reincarnation of the legendary hero Nerevar will unite the Dunmer against the invaders and restore the ancient Dark Elven nation. But the Tribunal Temple says this is a false and profane superstition, and the Ordinators deal mercilessly with those who profess such beliefs. You appear to have the Thieves Guild highlighted. Welcome, Sarah. I don't know who's in at the moment, but look around. I'm not the best source for the latest gossip either. Talk to the folks who've been out there. They know what's hot. Oh. You remember. Good to know. Thank you very much. Do you have anything interesting? You have some various potiony stuff. And booze, probably. Well. Flynn. Free Estates wine. Agility. Most booze comes with, particularly most booze that's been added by mods, comes with a positive and a negative effect. Because otherwise, as previously mentioned, you can just drink an absolute shed load of stuff and punch Vivek to death. Let's go and see if we can find that orc lady and talk to her about the old well. Igfa the blacksmith.
Was she the orc? It's not a very orcish name.
This better be important.
Yeah, leave me alone. Bosmas. Shadback was the orcish smith lady. Maybe Igfa. Igfa's a Nordic name. So maybe she was the healer?
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
North wall. Door. Barracks. Igfa.
Someone should teach you some manners.
They should. I agree completely. They're not going to. Blessings of the Nine, Sarah. I am Igfa, Fort Pelagiad's healer and an adept of the Imperial cult. I barter for potions and other goods and can teach a number of spells. All proceeds go to the benefit of the Imperial cult and its many worthwhile projects. Would you like to join the Imperial cult? I mean, I'll join anything you got going, but don't have to go somewhere weird for that. Oh, okay. We accept all citizens of good character and earnest faith. We ask only a one-time pledge of 50 drakes to aid us in our good works. Thereafter, the only cost of membership comes when we use our health, healing and blessing shrines. Modest fees which help us spread the blessings of the Nine to those less fortunate than ourselves. Do you wish to join the Imperial cult? Or would you rather I review the Imperial cult requirements and doctrines with you before you join? Sure. Let's have a look at your doctrines. To serve and glorify the Nine Divines, you must cultivate a noble personality and a strong will. Respect the magical arts, especially the colleges of restoration, mysticism, and conjuration. Those who swear to avoid bloodshed, to take the field unarmoured, to fight only with blunt weapons are especially praiseworthy. I'll take that under advisement. Knowledge of enchantments and the gift of diplomatic speech are other qualities we look for in our initiates. Our doctrines are simple. We acknowledge the divinity of the Nine Divines. Akatosh, Dibella, Arche, Zenithar, Mara, Stendar, Kinnereth, Julianos, and Tiber Septim. We preach the 9 virtues: humility, inspiration, piety, work, compassion, justice, ambition, learning, and civility. Our Emperor is the defender of the faith, and the Empire is the worldly working of the divine plan. We pledge aid and comfort to all citizens in need, and serve the Emperor and Empire at his will. I mean, you did say it was a cult. Our rules are equally simple. It is forbidden to attack another person in the Imperial cult and, of course, forbidden to kill another cult member. It is forbidden to steal from another member, whether by open theft or by covert pickpocketing. It is forbidden to trespass upon the private property of another member, private property being understood to be anything behind a locked door. Break any one of those rules and you should be expelled from the cult. Now, Sarah, do you wish to join? Yeah, sign me up. You are now a layman in the Imperial cult. Welcome, Sarah, to our community, and may you rejoice in its blessings. Can I tell you about our services? Or if you can donate more time and effort, would you like to become a lay servant? Well, for the moment, what I actually want you to tell me about is the Old Well. Tell me about the Old Well. You've heard about that. If you're interested in helping, we would appreciate it. Just do be careful. After one adventure failed, a few townspeople tried to investigate and never came back. I locked the well for everyone's safety, but you like you can handle yourself. Here's the key. Thank you. I will go and look for it. I don't suppose you'll tell me where it is? Please be careful down there. I'll find it. And let's see what spells you have in particular. You have poison. Restore health. Blessed turn undead, huh? That's probably an effect worth knowing. The spells that you know change what things you can do with enchantment later on. So even if you're not going to cast spells, you still really want to have some of them. Restore strength. Yes, let's get that because those damn bone walkers. I might not be able to cast it yet, but I'll get there in the end. We'll see. Absorb health. Cat leaping all over my microphone. Yes. Very cute. Please move off the screen. I'm trying to do stuff. Thank you, sweetling. Okay, that'll do for the moment. Right. Let's see if we can find this old well.
Serve the Emperor and the Emperor's law.
Yes, yes, all the time. That's me, that is. I am the servant of the law. For certain random definitions of servant. And we'll poke around and see if we can spot a well. I doubt it's going to be in the fort compound, but you never know. Is it on my map yet? Blah blah, there's going to be different doors in the thing. Guard tower. Yeah, house. Thinking this probably not the right way, so it's probably quicker to just rule it out swiftly. Yeah, there's not much village-wise. These crates are probably stuff I can steal. I might come back and have a look. I mean, theft is fun. You know what they say, if you see someone shoplifting food, no you didn't. That could be something else, just a wall, isn't it?
I'm on duty.
Good.
Go ahead.
Good for you. See, this is one of those things where if I were a normal human being, I would just ask someone, where's the well? But because it's not a dialogue topic, I can't do that. Still, that wasn't too onerous. Here we are. Old Pelagiad well to old well. Well. I know, that's horrifying of me, I'm sorry. I have turned up the... this is going to be annoying to get out of, but then again, I do have... scrolls of Imperial stuff. I know Imperial stuff is a really bad way of putting it. I can teleport to the Imperial Shrine. It looks like it's probably decorative, yep. Okay. Yeah. Small diseased slaughterfish. Let's go have a look. For some reason, going underwater in Morrowind always reminds me of Lara Croft Tomb Raider, the original game. I drowned so much playing that game. Collops sometimes have pearls in, like that, which is nice. Probably shouldn't drown, talking about drowning. Yeah, I turned the camera up a bit. But if it's still dingy, do let me know. YouTube darkens things sometimes, and also Morrowind doesn't necessarily play super well with gamma settings. Where am I supposed to get out? On the side, maybe? I think it's better in OpenMW, but certainly Morrowind tended to have some issues with gamma being visible once you'd actually recorded the thing. Okay, that's a bit weird. Guess I better pop water walking, hadn't I? Would-be hero. Oh man. Human flesh. Delicious. Don't mind if I do. Upper right leg. Maybe later. Silver longsword. It'll sell. Thank you for your donation to the cause, would-be hero. Your parents really should have given you a better name, though. Can't help feeling it was a little ill-omened. This isn't a jumping puzzle, is it? I mean, there's nothing very dangerous down here. What does my journal have to say about the matter? Very little. Okay. I can't see anything useful over there. There's no hidden entrances that I'm apparently missing. Now I know Morrowind caves can be a little difficult to parse. Not always obvious where things are, but I don't think I'm missing anything. There's something underwater. Oh, there is, I see. That'll be vague of me then. Oh god, I didn't want to do that. I don't know if it's possible to end an effect early. That was my hand twitching, by the way. I'm going to twitch over the mouse button. Always nice. No, 30 more seconds though. Oh well, fine. Let there be a lesson to me. That lesson being, don't press spell buttons when you're not trying to cast a spell, you numpty. Yeah, so I was looking around this cavern for a way forward, foolishly. And it probably didn't matter that it was difficult to get out of, because there wasn't anything here to get out of for, except poor would-be hero, who, as I think I said, but maybe interrupted myself, their parents really should have given them a less ominous name. Splish. Okay, here we go. Blind slaughterfish. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to grab some breath though. You sound insane, my friend, but then you're at the bottom of a well. at least you went to boss. Or boss grade. Timiran Drelas. As a Tim. Sorry for getting you, Tim. Steel Spider Blade. Okay. Thank you. I shall just dispose of you. It's bad for the water if I don't. $5 gold. Is this another little player house? I mean, everything's a player house once you kill the occupant when you get down to it. Yeah, lots of ingredients. Lots and lots of lovely ingredients. What's that? A hairbrush. I'm fine. I'm wearing a ludicrous mask. Crumpled paper. Common gloves. Detect key. Thank you. Why not? Divine intervention. Again. Why not? Air commander's mask. I'm already wearing one. It's not actually worth that much. Flesh rot. My. How naughty. Oh, I see. You're a poisoner. Artificial diseases. Volume 1. Slug famine. Delightful. Artificial diseases 2. Knahaten. Knahaten? Knahaten? Knahaten. Something. Stained paper. Ink. Quill pen. Candlestick. Peach glass pot. Abacus. Take the ingredients. I mean, it's sellable. Blue glass pot, brass scales, an hourglass. What's that? Yeah, calcinator. 25 for 10 points. Definitely not bothering with that. Disease resistance? Sure. Did I open the desk? Even if I didn't. Well, as mask area discounted. So there was someone down here spreading diseases through the well. That's antisocial of them. Cheap restore fatigue, water breathing, empty jugs, book, take, grinds, take. So, yeah, I reminded vaguely. Oh yes, I remember that. That's pretty. There is a... Oh, this will tell me. Okay. There's a mod that adds bards which then play, except they far too loud and I wasn't able to use it. So I disabled it, but it might have left the bards generated, and so the characters that are in the pubs that I can't talk to might be bards that I've disabled by mistake. Now, I couldn't remember what bit did what last time. A mortar and pestle is the bit that gives you the actual potion ability. Retort, increase magnitude and duration of positive effects. Alembic, decrease magnitude and duration of negative effects. Calcinator, increase magnitude and duration of effects. All effects. Okay. Okay, so I probably want all of the pieces then. Oh, and they've got some spells. Spells, potions. Yeah, handy. Why, you got a lot of books. I might read this later. I'm not going to read it today. But I liked it. No, read silently. Thank you. Don't know what happened if you tried to do that now, given I've disabled it. Corpus of Divine Disease. This is an excellent little library. I'm very grateful for it. My journal's been updated. Potion of water breathing. Flask. 6 for 80, I'll take it. 10 for 50, I won't. Special key, huh? Maybe I need to see what my journal had to say about his doodad. Discovering drill...
Didn't even know his name previously. Okay. I killed Timur Drellus. He built a camp within the old well, seemingly introducing his creations into the water. Investigating his notes might aid me in understanding his motives, and ideally a potential remedy. Right, read the bits of crumpled paper. Discovering Drellus's journal, I came to understand his unwavering devotion to the Daedric Prince Payrite. It appears he faithfully heeded Payrite's guidance because he had a terminal illness, and Payrite agreed to keep the disease from killing him in exchange for service. Could he have utilized a form of teleportation magic to engage in direct communication with the prince? That's certainly a leading question, isn't it? Could he? I wonder. I should certainly explore the surroundings for further clues. I don't necessarily want to be stuck face to face with Payrite, but on the other hand... the alchemy bits. So I need a key. And I do have a scroll or potion or something of detect key. Comb. Hand mirror. Raw arsenic. Don't actually want the paper. Oh, actually, maybe I do. And it's not really worth picking up for the time it takes to acknowledge that I don't want to read it. You see what I mean? It adds that extra interaction to the thing, which kind of gets in the way a bit. Vicious Chanterelle. Mushrooms know how to fight back. Ferric acid. Vitriol oil. I don't think I can use anything other than myself, but jugs. Don't see any great hint of a key up there. Suppose I could jump on a table and have a better look, maybe. Didn't really mean at the table itself, but that's just myself to blame for it. I'm not seeing anything. Read some crumpled paper, I suppose. No, it's just mostly stuff to take. It would help if I could actually look in this, just saying. Okay, let's try one of my detect key things. Although having said that, let's see if I can bounce up using this as a ladder. Not in any useful way. I'm sure I opened that. Is there anything I'm missing around the outside? Don't see it. Okay. Was it a scroll of detect key? Wow, somehow I've already picked up a load of ingredients. Woe is me. Cross damage, divine intervention, alpha, carrying flight, mystic finger, Hawkshaw, Tevral's Hawkshaw.
Not seeing anything. Effect hasn't worn off yet. Well, I don't know. I am unsure. I can't read his notes. And his bits of paper didn't tell me anything. And if there's a key, it's not showing up with the detect key scroll. So I suppose there's a couple of sacks I haven't opened yet, maybe back here. I'm pretty sure I didn't accidentally just snaffle up a key. But I suppose I'll give this one more try. No. Well, I will have a little poke around on my own recognizance during the week. And see if maybe the journal is bugged and if there's anything I can do to make up for that. Let's get myself healed up. And yeah. So next week, when we come back, we will continue poking around in the old well at Pelagiad. And I guess see if we can work out either a set of requirements to stop these diseases that are blighting crops and hurting people, or end up going somewhere to chat with Payrite, or maybe both. Quite possibly both, if the thing isn't broken. I might have to find a advanced step thing if it's not. I mean, maybe I'm just being daft and missing something obvious, but if I'm not, then I might have to advance the quest a couple of notches if I can find out a place where that can happen. Still, we will get on with that next week. This should be about an hour long by the time I've trimmed off the nonsense at the start, and I'm kind of low on spoons, so have a lovely insert appropriate time period here, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. And I really do look kind of goofy in that egg miner's mask. I like it, but also goofy. I'd probably run screaming from me, but then that's just good advice in general. Yeah, have a great one, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.